will get smashed to bits.
This is the Tyson Fury Roadshow.
Not a man born from his mother can beat the Gypsy King. I'm trying to get these dossers to fight, but they're overrun instead.
And still, the undefeated WBC Dillian White flat on his back at Wembley Stadium with an absolute peach of a punch.
Usyk said he was injured and he couldn't do it till next year. And now he's saying, I'm scared of him. I put that fist right through his face. Bang! AJ's finally out. He's ducked his way out. Coward.
I'm willing to put my house on it that Dillian White is going to knock Tyson Fury out.
Derek Chisora's now homeless. Sorry to everybody.
Frank Warren and his posse, Gypsy King and his posse. Just tell me when, what time, where, and I'm down.
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to stop him.
I will knock him out.
I am the baddest man.
The colossal right hand from Daniel Dubois. Oh, that surely is great right hand.
Given that he has knocked his man down.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury!
Two of the very best super middleweights in the world collide for the WBO Interim Super-Middleweight Championship.
I just believe I'm the better fighter. When I go out there and box, I believe I can knock anyone out.
I think I've proved myself against the bigger man time and time again.
cracking fight. I mean, it's like going back to the sort of old days of the middleweight, super middleweight division.
Well, welcome to London, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Welcome to everyone watching across the Queensberry BT Sports social media channels. We are around the corner from the O2, and we are around the corner from a big night of boxing. This Saturday night, live on BT Sport, a main event with real consequence, a main event that means something, a main event in the super middleweight division where we've had so many great world champions over the years from these shores. Joe Calzaghe, Chris Eubank, Nigel Benn, Carl Froch, Groves de Gale recently. And the guys sat next to me, they all believe that they're going to enter that frame on Saturday night. The WBO Interim Super-Middleweight Title on the line as John Ryder and Zach Parker duke it out. And what does that interim title mean? It means basically Canelo Alvarez, the full champion, has a decision to make. If he wants to keep hold of that belt, he needs to see one of these guys. If he doesn't, well then on Saturday night you'll be looking at a new world champion from these shores. As you can see from a very, very busy top table, it's a busy show. Title fights galore. And it's live on BT Sports Saturday night. We're going to start with the WBC International Silver. No, it's just the WBC International Super Lightweight Championship. We've got Pierce O'Leary, the Dublin banger, taking on Emmanuel Mungangela. And Emmanuel, you will have to pardon me if I keep pronouncing that wrong. Emmanuel, if you come to the mic, how are you feeling about this? A big moment, a big opportunity for you.
Yes, how are you people? All fine. So thank you for you to call African Lion to come and visit you. So I think maybe it's a mistake you made it to call African Lion to come and visit your boy. I am Emmanuel the Lion Mungangela, and I'm coming here with one mission. And the mission I know everybody here what the mission I have. So for me, I came here to challenge the title. So, and you know how African Lion they are doing. When we are in the forest, we are ready to bite. And most in the forest, we are ready for it. So I'm here for a title, and I'm here for challenging. And I'm not here for joking, and I'm here for serious. So that's all about me.
You are on a 13-fight winning streak, Emmanuel. What do you make of our man Pierce O'Leary over here on the other side of the table to you? What do you know about him? What's your understanding of him?
The fight is scheduled about 10 rounds. Yeah, then I plan is to knock him. And the round is coming, it's about knockout to me. So I don't have time. And the round is coming, it's a knockout. So that's what I plan to fight here.
Well, it sounds like you're coming for the knockout. He is a man who is all about knockouts. He calls himself Big Bang. Do you feel as though you can take the Big Bang from Pierce O'Leary on Saturday? Can you take his power?
So we face him on Saturday. Then just we want to put up a good fight. So, but to me, just plan a knockout. Then I go with the title to my country.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Pierce, who sat on the other side of the table, before you see him on Saturday?
Yeah, it's what about that a plan on Saturday. That's my plan on Saturday.
Well, Pierce O'Leary, it sounds like you've got a game-hungry lion coming over from Namibia. Give us your thoughts heading into the first title fight of your career so far.
It's going to be a massive title fight. Probably one of my biggest nights of boxing so far. But he says he's come here to try and knock me out. He says the king of the jungle, the lion. I'll tell you what, we're the fighting Irish. We've been fighting our lives. So the fighting Irish will be in the building, and I'll be planning on taking that home. And I don't see the fight going past the fourth round. I'm going to KO him.
Emmanuel, anything you want to say in response to Pierce O'Leary saying he's going to knock you out by the 4th round?
Yeah, you must be always a man. Me, I'm coming here with my mission. I told you already that I'm coming with one mission here, and I'm an African lion. So you must face the wrong person. I'm telling you. I'm not joking.
That's good. Once he comes, try looking for the knockout. He's going to walk onto a shot.
There's not an awful lot of footage of Emmanuel. I did a little YouTube search last night, couldn't find much at all. How do you prepare for someone like that, Pierce?
As I said before, Dave, it's all about being a champion and adapting on the night.
And in terms of your preparation, I understand you've been doing some sparring with Sam Noakes. I hope you boys haven't been punching holes in each other.
They were very sore, they were. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we had me, Sam, we got Henry, who's at WBC now, Silver International, who fought last week in the boy. I've been sparring him, also been sparring Elliot Well, so those sparring as a southpaw, it's perfect. It went really well.
There's a bit of a Clark Kent element to you, Pierce. Well, explain to me what happens when you take them glasses off.
The Silk Man comes alive.
And that's my line.
That's what's going to happen on Saturday night. I'm going to come alive. Going to go out and put a great performance on in front of the crowd that I have travelling over. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really buzzing. I'm looking forward to bringing that WBC international title back to Dublin. And once again, I'm coming for the KO.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Pierce. Thank you, Emmanuel. Let's head down to the lightweight division, where we've got Calvin McCord and Sam Noakes battling it out for the Commonwealth Lightweight Championship. Calvin, let's bring you in here. I mean, a lot of your fights so far, you've been on the smaller halls, you've built your way up, and this is a big opportunity on Saturday night for you.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. Really grateful to get it on such a big platform. Looking forward to it.
Do you feel as though this is your breakout fight?
I'd say this is mine and Sam's. I'd say it's the biggest fight of both our careers so far, and it's a chance for both of us to push on. So
I saw a post on your Instagram when this fight was announced, and you said, "This is the biggest moment of my life. It's time to show what we're all about." So what are you all about, Calvin?
Oh, just how hard we've been working in the gym and what we can bring to the table. I just show what we've got. Like you say, I've been fighting smaller halls up in Scotland and stuff, so this is a big stage and time to show what we've got.
What do you make of his record? He's 9-0 with 9 knockouts. Doesn't look to have put a foot wrong. Do you believe that power is real, or do you think it's I don't know, maybe he's been made to look good? What do you reckon?
No, I definitely believe he's got power. You don't get 9 knockouts without having the power. So I definitely believe that he carries power in that. So I've got to respect his power.
And how are you going to approach this one? Is this one of those box and move, try and keep away from him, respect his power, or are you going to maybe bring your own fire and fight a little bit of fire with fire?
I believe I'll fight a wee bit of fire with fire as well. I think we've both got it all to gain and a bit to lose, but no, I'll just bring it, see what I've got.
Well, Sam Noakes, let's bring you in here. Commonwealth title fight. And your man sat right next to you.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm glad it was very nice things he was saying. We were so close. I thought that's good, mate. I thought, oh, we don't start giving it away. I'm sat right next to him. Yeah, no, as he said, I mean, we both probably trained the hardest we trained for any fight. But it's obviously to be in the Commonwealth, 12 rounds. You know what I mean, we both put the work in, and I'm sure you'll see a fireworks Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to it. I've said since my debut, I want to get 10-10, so I don't plan on stopping now. Tripping at the last hurdle, so I'm going for the stoppage.
Well, yeah, you've you know, a lot of fighters say, I ain't going to go looking for it. If it comes, it comes. But to be honest, you've been talking about 10-0 with 10 knockouts for a long time.
That was all right 9 fights ago, Dev, but I've been saying it now, and I can't get 10-9, do you know what I'm saying? So, sorry, mate, but yeah, I'm going for the stoppage there.
I just wanted to ruin it for you.
Oh, don't say that.
Sam, and both of you really, this is an important belt, this Commonwealth title. I mean, it's been held by Amir Khan in the past, Luke Campbell, Joe Cordina more recently, so it's a significant moment for both of you really to pick up this belt.
Well, yeah, I think this is like, you win this, you go down in history. I mean, obviously, like, I'm very happy to have the WBC silver as well, but I mean, the Commonwealth's a major title, and then obviously after that, winning that Saturday, then push on to the British, maybe the back end of next year. So it's a big night for the pair of us, and it's going to be a good fight.
Have you? I mean, you've sort of lavished each other in compliments. Any final compliments for each other, Calvin, Sam?
Oh, just all the best for Saturday night. And
Pleasure, mate.
Fair respect. I don't think any need to have any bad blood.
But that's how it should be. I mean, there's enough time to punch each other in the ring, innit? Do you know what I mean? I ain't got to be nasty to him now. I'll respect him 100%, and I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. Well, we are looking forward to it too. That's the Commonwealth lightweight title on the line. Calvin McCord, Sam Noakes, 2 unbeaten fighters. BT Sports Saturday night. Let's head down to the super bantamweight division. A division which is, it's doing a lot at the moment. Within the last year, it's just like come to life. Liam Davis become the European champion, of course, last week in Telford. And we've got Joe Ham and Dennis McCann fighting for the Commonwealth title on Saturday. Let's start with Joe Ham. Joe, I think Dennis has made it very clear in the build-up to this fight he intends to knock you out. You've not been knocked out. Talk to us. Talk to us about your thoughts.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It was good for the opportunity. Yeah, so he's obviously saying he's going to come and knock me out and stuff. So see what happens Saturday night. But I've never been knocked out, never been stopped in my life. So coming up to 200 fights, I've done what I've done in the ring. I've prepared hard. I'm ready to go on Saturday night.
How key is your experience in this? You mentioned it right there, 200 odd amateur fights, former Team GB. You've been in with some good guys.
Yes, his experience plays a part, but it's all on the night. So that can come, it'll play into it. So, but I think it'll use it to my advantage on Saturday. But whatever Dennis brings, I'll bring too, and we'll make a good fight on Saturday.
And you've had plenty of notice for this one as well. I mean, this is a full camp Joe Ham. What sort of difference does that make to you?
That's the only thing you can ask for on big shows like this. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 weeks notice, but fair play to Dennis and their team. Gave me a full camp, let's prepare well, and then I think that'll only come true on Saturday night by the 8 weeks we've had for the sparring and stuff, whereas before you get 5-6 weeks notice and it's not really that good, whereas this one, a full camp, so I've no excuses, so I can't really say anything, so I've just really got to put everything I've done in the ring on Saturday.
What do you think of Dennis McCann? He's a fighter who's had a lot of hype from Queensbury, a lot of hype from BT Sport as well. Do you believe the hype? Is the hype real?
We'll find out on Saturday, but it looks for everything he's beat. You can only beat who's put in front of you, and he's done that in great fashion so far, so you can't say anything. He's done what he's had to do, and he's got himself into a great position, and it's up to me on Saturday to try to spoil that.
And you believe you'll be the first man to beat Dennis McCann on Saturday night?
Yeah, well, I believe in my own training, what I've done, so I believe in my own ability, so I'm ready to put it all on the line on Saturday.
Well, Dennis, the mic is on, the mic is live. You're always good on the mic. Talk to us about this fight on Saturday night with Joe Ham.
Listen, I think it's going to be a very good fight. It's a nice little step up in class. And I know this is Joe Ham's his last shot, really. He's 31 years of age. And this is his last opportunity, so he's obviously been training very, very hard. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm like a young stallion. I've got that much fire in my belly, it's a joke. And I think Saturday night I'm going to put on a fantastic and career best performance. And I'm ready to rock and roll.
Fighters like Jack Bates and Tyrone McCulloch have wins over Joe Ham. But as I said at the start, no one's been able to put him away, so to speak. Are you looking to make a big statement and be the first man to stop Joe Ham on Saturday?
100%, no respect, 100%. I feel like I've got power on both hands. I feel like I'm developing very, very strong. I'm 21 years of age, but I feel like I'm getting stronger and stronger each fight. I've got even my sparring partners, been sparring welterweights. Big Sam beside me, I've been sparring him. Big Pierce beside me. I've had some great sparring, I've had a good camp. And every camp for me is like a world title. And this is just a stepping stone to where I'm going to get. And I know where I'm going to get.
12 rounds as well, Dennis. First time I think you've been scheduled for 12 rounds. Have you got the tank?
Listen, I think you know better than that, Dev, my friend. I'll do 20 rounds, I don't mind 12 rounds. Rounds for me will not be an issue at all if it goes to rounds. But I'm not really planning on the 12 rounds, to be honest with you.
I thought you were going to say that. Give us your final sort of prediction then. If it's not going to go 12, how many is it going to go?
It could be earlier. So I want to get back into them changing rooms and get them Haribos down me because it's been way too long.
Anything you want to tell Joe Ham before Saturday?
I haven't got much to say to him. Just he obviously knows he's got to be ready and he's got to be the best Joe Ham he's ever had. Maybe three Joe Hams to beat me, but we'll both be ready and we're looking to put a fantastic fight on for the fans. And I'm buzzing for it and I can't wait.
Fantastic. There we go. The Commonwealth Super Bantamweight title on the line on Saturday night. McCann versus Ham. Let's head up to middleweight. We've got the WBC Silver Middleweight Champion, now challenging for the Commonwealth title, unbeaten Hamzah Sheeraz, taking on River Wilson Bent. And River Wilson Bent, I'm going to start with you because we had a little chat over there, and you told me you are surprised that this fight is happening. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just didn't expect it. After my last win in, I think it was November, no, in maybe September, I thought that might be it for the year. Then got this phone call for this fight, and yeah, I'm here.
So a lot of people have been saying no to Hamzah Sheeraz. That's the conversations that I'm hearing. What made you say yes?
I'll fight anyone. I love boxing. It's my life. So yeah, I'm not scared of anyone, and so I'll get in there and fight.
Have you seen any vulnerabilities in Hamzah Sheeraz? What do you make of him as a middleweight? He's now up in your division. He's been there for a couple of fights now. What do you make of him?
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He does things very well. But there is gaps, and there's gaps in everyone. But yeah, I'm ready to go and find them gaps.
Well, Hamzah, at any point, feel free to interject. He says he's going to find a few gaps in Hamzah Sheeraz. Are the gaps there? What do you reckon?
Let me just start by first thanking the Almighty Allah for allowing us to be here today. I'd like to thank my team. I'd like to thank Frank, Andy, Aylin, BT Sport for the opportunity and just allowing me to perform on such a big platform. But going back to what you were saying, listen, camp's been great. Everything's been great. I ain't really got much to say, to be honest with you. It's like coming back all the time from America and just repeating the same thing. Camp's been great. Sparring's been great. At the end of the day, come Saturday night, you'll see everything for yourselves.
Your fights, your last 3 fights, obviously they've all been stoppage wins, but it feels like you've had to overcome some adversity. You've had to learn some stuff about yourself. What have you learned in the last 3 fights, Hamzah?
Adversity's never been an issue, Dev, to be honest with you. Since young, I've always dealt with adversity. I've always dealt with adversity, and I think I handle it quite well as well. But like I said, it's nothing new. It's nothing new, and I'm looking forward to Saturday.
River Wilson Bent, it's not often that you're in the away corner. How's that affecting you? You got a bit of underdog siege mentality heading into this one?
Yeah, I like it, man. Like, I'm here today for Saturday, and I'm not meant to win, am I? And I'm just going to go and showcase what I've got and go get the big win and cause some upsets.
Are you planning to shock the world? That's the vibe I'm getting? Get in there, shock the world at the O2 on Saturday?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go do my thing, go get them titles.
Hamzah, you're on a streak, 10 knockouts in a row, almost like a bit of Sam Noakes about you. Sam, I mean, just a little, another compliment. Can you get another one on Saturday? Is this number 11? Is that how you're looking at it?
Yeah, inshallah, God willing. That's the plan. Like I always say, you know what I mean, the common boxer statement, I never go looking for it. But I remember the last time I did, I never got it. But yeah, I won't go looking for it. I definitely won't go looking for it. But you've got to remember, fights like this are the dangerous ones. Do you know what I mean? Like he said, he's coming here. He's got nothing to lose. I'm the one who's got everything to lose. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's just a fight. As soon as it got announced to us, we took serious straight away. And yeah, Saturday night we're ready.
Feels like one of those, as your star keeps building, as you're becoming more and more of a popular fighter, the target on your back is becoming more of a thing, and these guys are coming to take your scalp now. What's that done to your mentality?
I've always had the mentality to go in there and win, and just win in good fashion as well. But like you said, now the more I climb the ladder, the more these fighters want to come for my O, and like I said, that's what makes the fights a lot more exciting.
Well, River Wilson Bent, final chance to say anything to Hamzah Sheeraz. I know you had a bit of a hug yesterday after you faced off, so I'm not expecting too much. But anything you want to tell Hamzah over here?
Nah, I'll see you Saturday.
And Hamzah, go on, give me something.
I ain't really got much to say at all, to be honest with you. Nothing.
Okay, the Commonwealth and WBC Silver Middleweight titles on the line on Saturday night. Hamzah Sheeraz and River Wilson Bent. Let's move on to our main event. WBO Interim Super-Middleweight title on the line. Zach Parker, the switch-hitting Ram from Derby, against Islington's Gorilla, who's challenged for a world title before, John Ryder. John, let's start with you. I'm looking at you, the beard's a bit thicker, the barnet looks a bit more out of control than before. Does that mean you've just been sort of caveman mode?
Yeah, fully focused on the fight in hand. I first like to thank Matt Truman and Queensbury for getting this over the line and putting the differences to a side and making the best fights possible. So hats off to both for dropping the egos and getting it done, and I'm here to do a job.
You said before at the launch press conference, you said, I am absolutely starving. Tell us about the mentality heading into this one.
Well, listen, it's all right to be young and hungry, and I've been there, and listen, now I'm old and starving and got a family to feed, so it's now or never for me.
You've had a few face-offs with Zach. There was the golf course yesterday, there was the launch press conference as well. How is he shaping up to you? How does he compare to what you faced before?
Pretty much the same as what I've faced 9 times out of 10. He's taller, I have to look up to him during a face-off, and yeah, nothing new there.
Well, look, 22 have tried and 22 have failed to beat Zach Parker. Why is John Ryder any different?
I feel like I'm a different animal. I'm the gorilla. Listen, he's not put a foot wrong in his career yet, but I think I'm a different animal, and we'll see Saturday night.
Do you think you might have to go to the well in this fight? When you sort of think about it and you visualise it, do you think it's one of them where, you know, you could be 9, 10, 11, 12 and he's still hitting hard in there and you might have to dig deep? What do you think?
Listen, I'm sure there might be a possibility I have to, but I have done before and I will do again, whereas I don't think he's needed to in his career so far, and the question should be with him.
Do you think he's got it in him?
We'll see Saturday night. It's a breakout fight for him. I'm sure he's looking to use my record to boost his resume and get himself up to the level that he wants to be, but I'm standing his way.
I've heard you talk before about putting pressure on yourself in fights. Now, this fight there's Canelo potentially waiting. He's there. WBO Interim Title is there. You're in London. You're 34 years old now. How much pressure have you put on yourself heading into this fight?
Not as much as the Jacobs fight. I see the Jacobs fight as last chance saloon, but I think it took a lot of the enjoyment out of camp, took a lot of the enjoyment out of the fight week. I'm here just to embrace it now and enjoy the moment. Listen, I've got a dangerous opponent in front of me, but I've been here time and time again, and I'm looking to do a job Saturday and move forward with the marbles. Well, let's bring in Zach Parker. Zach, it's finally here. It's fight week, and you're going to challenge for this belt that you were meant to challenge for against Demetrius Andrade back in May. It's John Ryder. It's Saturday. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, obviously, to all my team, Frank, BCB, Neil. Obviously, can't thank them enough for this big opportunity. And yeah, we're, like you say, we're here now. It's been a long time coming. Obviously, I've had a frustrating year. Obviously, no fault of my own, but obviously pull-outs by Andrade and that. But we're here now, 0-2. It don't get much bigger than this, and I'm fully focused. Is this an easier fight than Demetrius Andrade? I wouldn't say easier. It's a different sort of fight. I feel like Andrade, like I said before, I feel like Andrade would have been running. He'd made it awkward. But yeah, I think this makes out for a much better fight for the fans. He's gonna come and bring it. I'm gonna come and bring it, and should make out for a great fight. So you think his style suits you better? I didn't say that, but I think it's going to be a better fight for the fans. It won't be as boring as the Andrade fight. Obviously, like I said, he's going to come and bring it in the middle. I'm going to come straight in the middle as well. So, like I said, it should be a good fight. You and your partner have welcomed a child during camp. How has that affected everything? It ain't affected it much, to be fair. She's been doing all the work, bless her. Obviously doing all the night shifts. I've been in other room, obviously with different bed. But yeah, it's a bit, makes you grow up really quick, change your perspective of life a bit. So yeah, it's been good at us.
Okay. Nothing but dads around here. Tell me this, Zach. John Ryder had options on the table. He was talking about a potential fight with Munguia. Do you think he's going to end up regretting taking this fight with Zach Parker on Saturday? I don't know. What it's down to him, innit, really. But obviously, he probably thought I was an easier opponent than Munguia, but I'm here to show that I'm at that top level. I've been waiting for a chance like this. Like you said, he said he's starving. I'm starving too. I've got to feed my family now as well. So yeah, I've just got to be switched on, do a job like I've done in every fight. So I ain't really put a foot wrong, like I said. Have you seen any vulnerabilities in John Ryder?
well, he's lost before. I've never lost, so it shows it just there in the record. So, yeah, I see a little openings in that. So we'll just wait and see on Saturday night.
How important is it for you, Zach, to make a bit of an impression quite early in this fight, to maybe hurt him early, to maybe stop him doing all the things he was able to do against Callum Smith, where he was on the inside having success? Have you got to make an impression early?
I believe as long as I'm at my best when I go in there, I can beat anyone in there. I believe I'm one of the best super middleweights out there, and I'll show that on Saturday. And like I say, I know the openings where they're going to come, and I'll take them with both hands.
John, what's the key to you winning this fight on Saturday and coming away with that belt?
I believe just put my best foot forward. I've been in there with good fighters before and showing what I'm made of. So go in there, show it again Saturday night and come away with the win.
You looking forward to being the away fighter in London?
Well, the away fighter in London again, it feels like home to me, so it doesn't feel too bad.
The BCB gym is on a real high at the moment. We've just seen Liam Davis become the European Super Bantamweight champion. Tyler Denny won't stop winning. It feels like the vibe in your gym is not quite that high at the moment. Is this your opportunity to seize a bit of momentum?
This is the fight to lift spirits. We've also got another couple of fighters out on Saturday, so yeah, I'm sure all will be forgotten come Monday morning and we'll have a buzzing gym again.
Zach, give us your prediction then. What's going to happen on Saturday night?
I just believe I'm too young, too fresh, too quick and too strong. Everything what he brings, I feel like I'm better at. So yeah, I just believe if knockout comes, I'll take it, but I'm ready for the full 12 rounds.
And John, over to you. How's this fight going to play out?
Just about coming back to Islington.
Okay, I want to try something before we close off, right? I'm going to, because there's plenty of people up here, and this is a 50-50 fight. So I'm going to go around to everyone, probably including Emmanuel over as well, and just ask them who they think is going to win. I would like one name from everyone on this table.
Try this one before. Try
let's
this one before.
Let's try.
We'll know after Saturday night, won't we?
You tried before, didn't you?
Yeah. Didn't work, did it? So we'll know after Saturday night when I get my hands raised, don't I?
Yeah, I mean,
Mexican wave or something.
Well, okay, maybe a show of hands, but the camera can't see that. Pierce O'Leary, you going to give me anything? Who do you reckon? Parker Ryder?
I'm sitting on the fence for this one.
Yeah, they're all going to sit on the fence, aren't they? Dennis, what are you going to give me anything?
Wasting your time.
I'm as stupid as my luck. There's two maniacs behind me, they're double the size of me.
Exactly what I was going to say. I know what I ain't saying.
A closed mouth catches no flies, as they say.
Yeah, I think I've
on that one I'm out.
Yeah, well, I think I can read the room. Sam's saying the similar sort of thing. What we will say is that we are live on Saturday night on BT Sport for all of these great fights. Zach Parker, John Ryder for the WBO Interim Super-Middleweight Championship is your headline event. Canelo lies in wait for the winner, or he may vacate and you may be looking at a new world champion from these shores. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Saturday. Two of the very best super middleweights in the world collide for the WBO Interim Super Middleweight Championship.
I just believe I'm the better fighter. When I go out there and box, I believe I can knock anyone out.
I think I've proved myself against the bigger man time and time again.
It's a cracking fight. I mean, it's like going back to the sort of old days of the middleweight, super middleweight division.
Chris O'Leary. You ready, Steve? One second. What? No, don't worry. Alright, go on. Can you go stand on the line and face the cameras first? Face the cameras first. This one down there. Sorry.
Get a little bit closer, please.
Face off, please.
So getting as close as you can, please.
Alright, thank you very much, guys. Alright, next we've got Sam Noakes and Calvin McCord, please. Nice fight shot. So face the cameras first, please.
Down here, please.
This one.
Sam, down here, please.
This one here. The snapper. Perfect. Face off, please. Serious face now.
You understand, didn't you? It's hard enough as it is, mate.
Good, Steve. Thanks very much, guys. So, Dennis and Joe, please. Face off, please. Thanks very much, guys. Well done. And Hamzah and River, please.
Thanks.
So down, Steve. Down here to me, please. Right, pointing up at the sky. Face off, please. Thanks, guys. And then Zach and John, please. John? Oh, there.
Someone needs to put that in.
Yeah. I can grab you over there. Fucking live didn't work.
What didn't work?
That streaming thing.
Oh, why?
No one knows.
It's because the power turned off when they did the fire alarm. You know that? You know the fire alarm turned off the power?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, fine, we're just going to have to click it up and send it. There you go.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Done.
That's it, mate. Yeah. Enjoy that.
You will get smashed to bits.
This is the Tyson Fury Roadshow.
Not a man born from his mother can beat the Gypsy King. I'm trying to get these dossers to fight, but they're overrunning scared.
And still, the undefeated WBC, Dillian White flat on his back at Wembley Stadium with an absolute peach of a punch.
Usyk said he was injured and he couldn't do it till next year. And now he's saying, I'm scared of him. I put a fist right through his face. Bang! AJ's finally out. He's ducked his way out. Coward.
I'm willing to put my house on it that Dillian White is going to knock Tyson Fury out.
Derek Chisora's now homeless. Sorry to everybody.
Frank Warren and his posse, Gypsy King and his posse. Just tell me when, what time, where, and I'm there.
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to stop him.
I will knock him out.
I am the baddest man.
A colossal right hand from Daniel Dubois. Oh, that surely is. Great right hand.
Given that he has knocked his men down.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury!
Well, as you've just seen, that's a big one. BT Sport box office next week. Tyson Fury against Derek Chisora at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But let's talk about this week. I've got with me, of course, Zach Parker and Francis Warren. Zach, we've just seen you in a fiery press conference with John Ryder there. I mean, not quite, but
yeah.
How'd you find it?
Yeah, got a little bit more out of us, didn't you? But yeah, can't wait now. Only a couple of days. Get the weigh-in done tomorrow and then full steam ahead to Saturday.
It feels like you are just ready to fight, aren't you?
I'm itching. Can you not tell?
Yeah, big time.
I'm Matt's and about. I'm ready. I'm ready.
And Francis, you've seen this look in many fighters' eyes over the years. They just want to get to Saturday night and make a big statement.
I think it's been a long time coming, hasn't it, Zach? So it's you know, it's that fight that, you know, Zach comes through this. It's the breakout fight. It's the announcement on the world scene, and you know, he's one fight away from being the full world champion, but the only person in his way there is Canelo. So it's you know,
Is that for taken as well? Trust me.
Do you think so?
I'm ready for it. Trust me.
Is that
obviously I'm not looking for, past the Saturday, but get John out of the way, and then I'm ready for him. Yeah.
So you know, one way or the other, he's either getting a Canelo fight or he's going to be a full world champion. So this is a huge fight for Zach on Saturday night. And you know, I've said it a couple of bits over the last few days, and Zach's just repeated it. It's too fresh. He's too strong, he's too big at the weight, and I really believe that Zach can go and do a real job on John Ryder on Saturday.
It's the switch hitting as well. Do you think he's ever seen anyone like you?
He's been around for a long time, so I'm sure he's spotted a few southports up to the run in this, but I've just got a different sort of style. You can't. I'm here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, we just have to wait and see. I'm sure. I'm fully confident that I'm going to get him out of within 12, but I'm ready for full 12 if that takes place. So I'm ready now.
You look at. I can see you chewing away as well, Zach. Look, I don't want to keep you too much longer. There's going to be other media for you to do as well. Yeah. Go well, and we'll see you tomorrow at the weigh-in.
Okay. Cheers, mate.
Right.
Nice one.
Let's grab that mic. That's a fighter ready to go out there and just knock a fella out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he probably wishes the fight was tonight.
Yeah.
He looks like he's really ready to go, and I think it's the strongest I've seen him look. You know, pre-weigh-in. You know, they don't want. I don't think they're giving too much away to each other either. You know, you did your best there trying to get one out of stone, but you know, I think the two pros as well. There's no bad feeling. There's no ill will towards each other. They're just there to do a job and to make sure that the performance they put on is the best they can.
Well, this is another young man looking to make a big performance on Saturday night. Dennis the Menace McCann, how are you?
All good, my friend. How are you? All good.
I'm all right. Look, last time we spoke, you talked about wanting to become the Conor McGregor of boxing. You said, I'm going to start wearing some suits, Dev. Good start.
I'm looking bad, mate. Looking bad.
Sharp, mate.
I've even got the champ there, made from Paul Wilkinson.
Can we just zoom in on that? It says the champ, so wonderful, you know.
That's the name, don't worry about Dev.
What did you make of your man Joe Ham? You faced off with him for the first time, I believe, today. What did you think up there?
I thought he was very respectful, and I respect him as well. But Saturday night, there'll be no respect given in that ring. As soon as they get in that ring, all respect goes, and shake hands afterwards. But hopefully their faces on the canvas first before we do.
This is a step up though, right? This is a big step, and Francis, you can come in here as well, but you feel as though this is a big step up at this point?
It's only a stepping stone in my career, Dev, where I'm going to get. It's only a stepping stone in my career. They're all step ups in my eyes. I train like a world champion. Every fight's like a world title for me. It's just a stepping stone into where I'm going to go, and I think everyone knows that, and I know that as well. On Saturday night, it's just going to be, the menace is going to be unleashed.
Well, there's no point going sideways, is there? You know, every fight's got to be a little bit step up. There's got to be a reason for it. You know, Dennis and I sat down with Alan Smith, and you know, we formulated a plan a little while ago, and we had a checklist of things that we wanted to achieve for this fight, and everyone's gone away and done their jobs. And it's now down to this young man to go and show that he is the real deal, that this step up is not a step too far, and I'm fully confident that we'll see a much improved Dennis McCann than the last fight. And that's not saying anything wrong with the last fight. I just think that every day in the gym he's learning new things, he's dedicating himself to it, and if he's this confident, this ferocious now, God help people in a year.
Dennis, tell me, this division, by the way, is absolutely on fire. As I said up there, we saw Liam Davis become the European champ next week. You were tweeting away as well. Where do you place yourself in the whole sort of super bantamweight mix in this country right now?
I think I'm the daddy of the division. I honestly do. I think the man of the division. I'll have a chat with Uncle Frank after this fight, and Francis here as well, and see what they say. But this could be a big unification for the UK. But obviously, we're gonna have a chat with Frank first, and if he wants to move on to Royal Londons, I don't know. But I believe I'm the number one in this division. I really believe that. Skills, everything. I've got the skills, I've got the power, I've got the boxing brain, I've got the IQ. I genuinely believe I've got all the credentials to be a world champion.
We're going to see a statement on Saturday night from Dennis McCann.
Big, serious statement coming. As I said to you before, it's near a stepping stone. Joe Hamzah me way in, and he's going to be out of it Saturday night.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Go well. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow, and I think we've got Hamzah Sheeraz coming in. So looking smart. Well done. Well done. Good suit. Good suit. You said it was going to happen as well. Actually, let's have a passing of the mic from you and Hamzah. Go on. Oh.
There's the big man here.
There you go.
Remember, he's 6'4", ain't small.
Hamzah Sheeraz, again, always looking smart. Yep. Again, second smartest in the room.
It. I beat you to the pole in it today.
You did actually,
yeah.
That's
it.
What do you make of the presser up there and your man River Wilson Bent?
Yeah, no, listen, it was decent presser. He's coming to fight. He's coming to fight, and like I said, I just want to repeat up there. He said that he's got nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? And these are the dangerous ones. But as soon as we heard he's the opponent, we took him serious, and here we are, business as usual.
It feels like when you've been doing interviews, people are trying to get you to look past it. People are trying to say, what about Denzel Bentley? What about Janibek and things like that? You've been very, very focused on River Wilson Bent. This is a genuine threat on Saturday. Do you feel as though it's the toughest test of your career?
Every fight from now onwards is always going to be like that. Do you know what I mean? We've got to take him. We've got to take him seriously. Like you said, all these interviews are trying to look past him and that. But you got to put respect on his name at the end of the day. He signed the contract, and here we are fighting for the Commonwealth. It's the biggest opportunity of his life. Do you know what I mean? And he wasn't expecting it either. So he's coming here. He's coming to win. But then at the same time, I've worked too hard to let him come and do that. Do you know what I mean? I've worked too hard. My team's invested too much time into me. Queensbury Promotion, everyone really, BT Sport. So here we are.
Significant fight, this, Francis, in the career of Hamzah Sheeraz.
Yeah, I mean, go back to obviously to River, taking the fight. There was, I mean, we've got pages of people who didn't want to take it, and Hamzah's well aware of that as well. Because I think Andy was ringing in with, right, we've got this guy, we've got that guy, and then when it comes to the crunch and you send contracts, they don't come back signed. This man steps up, and and he deserves Hamzah's respect, deserves our respect, and I think the fact of the matter is this is the obstacle in front of Hamzah to the next fight, not to world title fights in a year, 2 years, whatever it may be. It's all about focusing on Saturday night, and then come Monday morning, that's when you reevaluate. But you don't look past your opponents. Don't look past them.
Look, Hamzah, I've also heard you say you are in no rush right now at your age to fight for a world title. Tell us more about that.
Do you know what is the thought process behind that? Is you could easily get an opportunity, come and take it, hands down. Say, for example, you win it, happy days, you're world champion and everything. But what you're going to remember, once you're there, there's no coming back. Do you know what I mean? There's no coming back.
Winning it's easy, it's keeping hold of it.
Exactly, staying at the top is the hardest. So what I want to do is get myself in a mandatory position, hopefully, God willing. And then by the time that's done, the necessary experience needed in order to be an elite fighter would have been bagged by then. So yeah, just slowly but surely, Dev.
And camp's all gone okay? You had any killers in sparring with you? I know you've done rounds with Janibek in the past. It's all probably brought you along. Who this time?
Yeah, no, do you know what it is over there in America? As long as you look the same, they'll chuck you in. Don't matter what weight you are, as long as you... And the negative side of that is I'm 6'4", do you know what I mean? So they're putting me... I remember I was sparring like a light heavyweight cruiserweight out there. And yeah, it was good sparring, great sparring out there, obviously. As long as I'm learning from it, it's the main thing.
Francis, any closing words for Hamzah before we let him go?
Just go and do your thing, my friend. There's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So at the end of the day, he's whatever's been put in front of Hamzah, he's doing a job on, and that's the aim of the game at the moment. And yeah, slowly but surely, we'll definitely get there to the top of the tree. But enjoy the ride along the way, mate.
Hamzah, go well. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
I'll grab that mic off you as well.
Have a good one, yeah.
Well, that was Hamzah Sheeraz. He's in WBC middleweight, silver middleweight title action.
WBC.
Tell us about these belts, because there's a few of them. There's international titles, there's silver titles. Fans often don't know what they mean. What's this title here for? For example, his silver middleweight title. Why is it of significance?
It gives guys the opportunity, obviously, to fight for championship belts and to fight for over championship rounds and gain that experience of fighting, within a championship environment. It's also quite a bit of a carrot to be able to entice them to the opponents over. I mean, let's be honest. Who needs Hamzah Sheeraz smoke? Nobody.
Yeah, I'm in
He's in that kind of that area of his career at the moment, where people could quite easily say, I think I'll have an easier touch. But put the WBC silver title on the line with a top 7, 8 world ranking, reward at stake, then it starts enticing people to come over, and you start getting some names to come over. So I think, obviously, those names were offered this fight, let's be honest. So, again, fair play to River Wilson Bent for taking it.
But in terms of those names that were offered the fight, do you think now, if he becomes the Commonwealth champion as well, that plus the WBC silver, is that going to be enough to start enticing some of these Brits who don't want to fight for the British title against him to maybe come to the table and take the fight?
You'd like to think so, and obviously that's the job of the managers and the matchmakers and the promoters to try and to get those deals over the line. Hamzah's job is quite simply get in there and have a fight. So as long as he keeps winning, we'll keep delivering the names for him.
Tell us about your man Sam Noakes. I know you are the manager. You're a big fan, of course, as well.
Yeah.
How can you not be a fan of Sam Noakes?
He's got to be the nicest lad in boxing. He comes from a great family. Obviously, I look after his brother Sean, as Queensbury does as well. But this is a knockout machine. 9-0, 9 knockouts, and delivered him the vacant Commonwealth title, which. He was a bit apprehensive at first. He maybe said a bit. Is that going to be a bit too early for him? But I've assured him. He's got the ability. He's got the punch power, and I think at Calvin McCord we've got an opponent who's going to come and test him. But I think Sam should be too powerful and overcome him.
It feels like he's been talking about getting to 10 wins, 10 knockouts. That perfect 10, right? But it feels like you're not making it easy for him, right? You're sticking this unbeaten fella in front of him, Commonwealth title fight as well. You could have just got to 10 with like a little knockover job.
Yeah, so I just mentioned that when Dennis was standing here, there's no point in stepping sideways. I think every fight's got to be got to have some ambition towards it, some moving the guys forward and learning new skills, coping with different opponents, coping with different pressures as well, so that when they do get to that next stage and then the next stage and the next stage, that they've been able, they're experienced in dealing with title fights and different weigh-ins and check weighs and things like that. It's all it's not just about fight night. It's all it's the whole build-up, and Sam's coping with it very well. This is the best I've seen him look as well. Fight week, he's got very good nutritionist on board, and I'm really confident for him on Saturday.
Good stuff. Look, we will. It's been great having you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I could take it off you if you like. Yeah, I'll take it off you. Cheers. And that's us today at the press conference. I hope you enjoyed it. Zach Parker, John Ryder, two very, very nice guys. Sam Noakes, nice guys. Nothing but nice guys up on that table. But I'll tell you, on Saturday, they're not going to be very nice in the ring. We'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-in show. We'll be live here from about sort of 1:45. And I'll have Denzel Bentley with me. So let's see what he's got to say about Hamzah. Could be a future fight. 1:45 tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Two of the very best super middleweights in the world collide for the WBO Interim Super-Middleweight Championship.
I just believe I'm the better fighter. When I go out there and box, I believe I can knock anyone out.
I think I've proved myself against the bigger man time and time again.
It's a cracking fight. I mean, it's like going back to the sort of old days of the middleweight, super middleweight division.